Hello and welcome to Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque in the French 3rd Division. We are a semi-professional side, and my goal for this save, if you didn't see the last video, my goal for this save is to basically build up youth players. I want to make this team filled with youth, filled with children, not necessarily French ones either. Probably quite a lot of African ones because I can buy those because they don't count as non-EU players, which is great. I want to get them all the way up to the top leagues of France. I want them challenging the big boys of France, the big boys of Europe, really. That's a long way away. We are, like I said, in the 3rd Division in France. It is going to be a long old save, this one. Some things to mention before we go into talking about transfers and players that we've signed, sold, and players that are still here. Financially, we are not in a good way. We started off this save, even though it says we were £100,000 in debt, we were not. We were at £500,000. We are now at £133,000, so we have lost a huge amount of money. I don't know where it's gone. There's not a lot of chance of us ever getting that back. Let's talk about transfers. So, obviously, a lot of these players, you're going to have literally no idea who they are. And by a lot of these players, all of these players. We've loaned out 5 players. They are all youngsters. Van Macon. I don't know whether you pronounce the Y. I'm going to ruin everyone's pronunciations, by the way. He has gone out on loan to Rouen. 2 other players have also gone on loan to Rouen. Rafael Bream is another one to go out on loan to Rouen. He is a very good-looking young left-back. Mentally, he's not great, but when you look at his physical stats, 15s and 14s in there, he looks quite good. Arthur Bouve is another fullback who's gone on loan to Rouen. Another player who, looking at his physical stats, looks really good. His mental stats are a little bit better than Bream, so hopefully he can go there, get some first-team football and actually develop a little bit more. He is a bit older, though. 2 players have also gone out on loan to AC Amiens. Adel Bala is the first one. He is a winger. We are not going to be playing wingers. I don't play wingers in Football Manager, in this one in particular. So he has gone out on loan. I was retraining him to be a central midfielder or an attacking midfielder. But he's going to go to Amiens, hopefully going to get some first team football. And so is Omar Ndiaye, another player. He is a winger. Like I said, he was getting retrained to be an advanced playmaker. Not going to really get too much opportunity this season. Hopefully at Amiens he will get some first team football. Before we go on about players that we've signed, I'm going to kind of give you a quick rundown of the squad. This episode might be a bit different to the normal first episodes that you expect. So, goalkeeper-wise, this is our first team. I'm not going to go through the reserves and the under-19s. Our first team, we have 3 goalkeepers. We've got Clavel, we've got Guillaume, and we've got Maravel. Maravel is a very, very good goalkeeper. This is Axel Maravel. He will be 100% our number 1 goalkeeper. Spent some time in Slovenia, I believe, with Donzele, which is quite interesting. Also played for Sedan quite recently. He looks really, really good. Clavel is a youngster. He's only 18 years old. He is probably our number 2 goalkeeper, but because he's only 18, if someone wants to loan him, I will probably let them have him if he's going to get some football. And this is Marc-Antoine Guillaume for comparison. He's 22 years old now. He has some potential ability, but realistically, I don't think he's ever going to hit it. Defenders-wise, you might be able to tell by the position role duty training that I've set up. I like to have 2 players for each position. So, we have 2 right-backs, we have 2 left-backs, we have 4 centre-backs. One of these is a new signing, and it is this man, Boubacar Silla. He is a new signing at Dunkerque. Free transfer, formerly of Lens. Hasn't played since 2015, apparently, but he looks really good. Physically superb. Can play anywhere across the back, but he is a right back, he is a wing back. He's probably going to be playing first team football. His competition comes in the form of Alexis Calant, is a 21-year-old. He is a natural fullback. We are going to be playing wing backs on attack. Has lots and lots of potential ability as well, and only 21 years old. I think he's a good one for the future. In the other fullback position, we have Jovin Chuacha, I think is probably how it's pronounced. He is a 23-year-old fullback, formerly of AC Amiens and Auxerre back in the day. He looks really good, probably one of our better players. I'd say really good. Well-rounded, I guess is the best way of putting it. He's 3.5-star current, 4-star potential, only 23, so he might actually exceed his 4-star potential. Gets forward whenever possible, which for a wing-back, really useful stat to have. His deputy will be Anthony Oudart, 22 years old, French. He's a fullback, 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He's alright, probably won't get a huge amount of football, maybe we need a new left back. The 4 central defenders are all actually quite good. Candice is probably the only one who isn't that good at the moment, but he does have the potential. So, Demba Tame is one of our defenders. He's 28 years old. He can play anywhere along the back 4. He is a right-footed centre-back. Naturally a ball-playing defender on cover. We will be playing him as a ball-playing defender on defend, so he's going to come in quite handy. Can't header. I'm hoping that's not really relevant for this level of football. Baboy Traor is next. He can header, 15 heading. He's got 17 jumping reach as well. He's 6'5". He will be able to header the sun out of the sky. So I've got no worries about that. Baboy Traor, 24 years old, central defender, probably is my best centre-back. Next up is 29-year-old Jeremy Heisman. He is getting on a bit, but for this level of football, he's still very good. He's actually very well-rounded, can probably play as a centre-back or as a defence midfielder. If I really need him, he can probably play as a central midfielder. I'd argue he can probably play as a right-back as well. But yeah, Jeremy Heisman, very, very useful footballer. And finally, 20-year-old Moroccan central defender Ismail Candice, 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He does look quite good, even though he's only got 2.5-star current ability. I reckon he might play a fair bit of football. Again, 6'4", 16 jumping reach, 13 heading. What's going on? I've got defenders who can't header and defenders that can header everything. Moving on to the midfield, and once again, we've got 2 players for each position, 2 defensive midfielders, 2 box-to-box, 2 carrileros, and 2 advanced playmakers. So Hugo Berth is first. He's not very good, but he does have a lot of potential. Mental stats might need a little bit of work. His 8 determination might actually affect his potential ability, but he's only 18 years old. He will be battling alongside Valentin Voisin, who is a 22-year-old deep-lying playmaker on loan from Cannes. He's actually very good. Defensive midfielder as on defend, which is actually what we play. He's not ideal, but I'm sure he'll be able to do a job. Another player that can do the job as that defensive midfielder is Baboy Traor, maybe. 28 years old, 3.5-star current ability, not going to get any better. We are actually training him up to be a box-to-box midfielder because, as one of our better players, I feel like having a box-to-box midfielder of this quality is much better than trying to force an 18-year-old who's not very good to be a box-to-box midfielder up to being a natural one, if that makes sense. The other box-to-box midfielder is this man, Dimitri Budad. He is 31 years old. He is the old man of the team. 3.5-star current and potential ability. He looks very well-rounded. Again, he is not a natural central midfielder. He can do the job, though. If you can see here, I have changed the colours, so they're slightly lower, but a lot of the stats needed to be a box-to-box midfielder, he does have in the green, which is very helpful. 2 youngsters up next for the Carrilero role. First up, 21-year-old central midfielder and left-back, apparently, Nicolas Brunel, 3-star current, 5-star potential ability. He is going to be training up as that Carrilero, but as you can see, he's already pretty good at that role. And the other player is Martin Francois, on loan from Sochaux, 21 years old. Very, very good at this Carrilero role. 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential that we'll never see because he's not going to be with us any longer than a year. Now for the advanced playmaker role, we've got 2. One of them is alright. It is Nassim Sanachi. He is 19 years old. He is a baby in terms of age for some of our other players. 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. I'd like to have someone better, but when you actually look at some of his stats that he needs for this role, 14 first touch is great, passing is great, technique is great, vision is great, decisions are great. Some of them are a little bit low. Composure, I'd like that higher. Teamwork, I'd like that higher for everyone anyway. But 14 finishing as well. If he gets himself into some scoring opportunities, we might see some goals from this lad. The other attacking midfielder is going to be Bilal El Hamzawi, who is 26-year-old Moroccan, worth £140,000. We've only just signed him. I don't think we ever paid any money for him. Left-footed player, very, very well-rounded, not natural as that attacking midfielder, but he will definitely be doing a job. He's getting paid a lot of money, so I'm going to try and get some return for him, or maybe just move him on. And finally, the strikers. We've got 5 of them in total. One of them is on loan, one of them is transfer listed. We'll start with the transfer listed player, Mamadou Girassi, who is 22 years old from Guinea. He is transfer listed because basically he's the worst one and the oldest. He's not the oldest, but he's because of his age, I don't think he's really going to have enough time to get better at football to actually make a difference for us. So I'm hoping we can try and get some money. And he's also getting paid £725 a week. The baby of the strike force is Valentin Candice. He will probably be one of the first names on the team sheet as well, despite the fact that he's only 20 years old. He is really good, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. Maybe he's going to have a little bit more potential than that. 6'2" as well, great finishing, great dribbling, great off the ball, great heading, great technique. He's a very good footballer. We're working up in age now to 23-year-old Cameroonian striker Arnold Garita on loan from Charleroi in Belgium. He's alright. I'm tempted to send him back because we are paying money for him. 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. I mean, he's going to get games. He will be very good at football for us, but realistically, we probably don't need him. The penultimate player then is Kevin Nzuzi-Mata, who is a natural right-sided winger, but he can also play up front. I like Nzuzi-Mata, partially because of his name. I do like a good like two-part name. I was going to say double-barreled. It's not really double-barreled. It's a good two-part name. He's from Congo as well, formerly of PSG apparently. I don't know when or how he managed to do that, but again, he looks like a very good footballer. Finishing needs a little bit of work. I think 8 finishing is not great for a striker, but he's not really a striker, but he probably will be playing there for us most of the season. And finally is Idrissa Ba, 27-year-old French target man, 6'1", not the best in the air. 12 heading is not terrible, but at 6'1" and a target man, you'd hope that he might be a little bit better. I think he's all right. He'll probably be playing quite a lot of football for us. I think he's a new signing from Les Herbiers over the summer in real life, so maybe we'll see quite a lot of Idrissa this season. I have tried to go through that very, very quickly. There are still some other players that I have missed out. Adi Lebrun is another one because he doesn't fit our system currently. He is training up to be an advanced playmaker on support. Mehdi Chihari as well, another one. He's only a left-side midfielder. He will become an advanced playmaker on support at some point. A player who wasn't mentioned, who is a new signing, who I want to mention, is Ivorian Sebastian Dacoy. He has signed. He was formerly of Tigres Premier, which I assume is in Mexico? Maybe? Was that where he was? He's been around. He went to Mexico, spent some time in Peru as well. Now he's in France. But yeah, Sebastian Dacoy has joined free transfer. I think he's really good. He's definitely never going to win a header in his life because he's 5'4", and his jumping reach is 1, so essentially he's actually negative height. He's actually minus 1.5 foot. But I do think Sebastian Dacoy looks really good. He's got some great mental stats there. The 15 decisions is really good. 12 work rate is quite good as well. 8 teamwork is also quite good. Physical stats 15 and 16 on acceleration and natural fitness. Pace is 12 as well. So I think he could be a very good little footballer. I don't know whether he should be this defence midfielder or maybe he can be a Carrilero. I'm thinking probably a Carrilero. Right, this episode has been very, very talky and I can only apologise for that. So we're going to quickly discuss what's happened in pre-season. I set up a number of pre-season friendlies along with the ones that the team had already set up. So we played Dunkerque Reserves, a 3-0 victory there. Then we had 3 matches that I set up, ADO Den Haag, Le Havre and Olympique Charleroi. These are basically matches that I set up to try and get a bit of extra money. We lose to Den Haag, we beat Le Havre, we beat Olympique Charleroi 3-0, and then we destroyed KRC, this team, 6-0, and Nzuzi-Mata getting himself a brace in that one. Nama FLV, we beat 8-0. Valentin Candice, the youngster, getting himself 4 goals in this one. A 2-0 victory against Dutch side RKC was up next. And then a 6-0 victory against De Treffers, who I've never heard of. Valentin Candice once again getting on the score sheet in that one. Another match against ADO Den Haag, because I didn't realise we already had one set up in the first place when I set mine up. So we also lost this one, 1-0. And then finally, SC Camber, also of Holland, we beat them 2-0. Martin Francois, Kevin Nzuzi-Mata with the goals for us. And breathe. Okay, right. I think that is all the... It's not all the stuff, there's more. I like to work with a director of football, so we've gone and appointed Jean-Robert Faucher, who was formerly at Paul Esporis de Grand Est as a head of youth development. He's not bad. I think he's an okay director of football. He has joined. We've also hired a head of youth development, who I think is very good. Dennis Moutier, 39 years old, but look at that. Working with youngsters is 15. Judging player potential and ability is both 13 as well. I think we've gone and picked ourselves up a great head of youth development. We do need to work on getting our actual youth system set up properly because currently he's not got a lot to work with. Here we are then, the first match of the season up against Avranches. Maybe Avranches. Like I said earlier, I'm going to butcher pretty much every pronunciation in this save, and I can only apologise for that. We are not favourites for this game. Avranches are the favourites with 6-4 odds. We are 13-8. Let's jump straight in to the starting lineup. The starting lineup then for our first ever game in charge of Dunkerque will be Axel Maravel as our goalkeeper, Boubacar Silla, Baboy Traor, Jeremy Heisman and Giovanni Chuacha. Definitely going to struggle with his name for the first few episodes. As the defensive midfielder is going to be Baboy Traor, Nicolas Brunel and Martin Francois will be in the middle of the pitch as the box-to-box midfielder and Carrilero. Nassim Senachi will be the attacking midfielder with Valentin Candice and Kevin Nzuzi Mata just behind. Just behind? It's not just behind, it's next to him. Candice and Nzuzi Mata will be our main goal-scoring threat. As you can see, we are playing the Gegenpress, the 4-4-2 diamond. I've not changed anything. I've been told that this is a very good tactic. It's, in speech marks, overpowered. Hopefully it is, because if it is overpowered, then we might actually do well with Dunkerque and not get sacked. Here we go then in the first match of this save, and I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I have tried to play this Dunkerque save a few times, and just as like experiments, and every time we've been appalling. And I'm hoping we can actually change that this time round. First highlight of the game, and it looks like it might be Avranches with the ball. Dabo plays it all the way across to Bonenfant. Goes for goal from distance. Clips the top of the bar. Welcome to the league. Chuacha with a free kick for us. It's hit the wall. And now Avranches can run clear. Aboya over the halfway line. Keeps going. Plays the ball through to Colin. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Straight at Maravel, who manages to save, and Silla keeps it in play. So far, Avranches are probably being the better side. Colin with a corner. It's gone all the way through to Boateng, whose header is over the bar, and we have yet to have a highlight in our favour. Brunel with a free kick on the right-hand side. Heisman has gone down from danger, or danger, maybe. It is going to be a penalty. Number 25, who I think is Valentin Candice. Candice steps up to take it. Come on, son. Go on, son. He hits the post, and why are you not paying attention for the rebound, you silly bloody idiot? Chuacha with a free kick. We keep getting free kicks on the right-hand side, and Baboy Traor, the central defender, I think. We've got a Torre and a Traore. I think Baboy Traor is the centre-back, has put us 1-0 in front on the half-hour mark. That's good, because that's made up for the cock-up of the missed penalty. 5 minutes to go of the first half. Brunel with the ball back to Traore. Francois. Back to Heisman. Across. Chuacha plays a long ball across to Silla, who controls it. The new signing crosses in. Candice is there, and Valentin Candice has made up for his terrible penalty. We are 2-0 up against Avranches before the half-time. So far, it's starting to look better. I was concerned. The first few highlights going all Avranches' way, I was a little bit concerned, but now 11 shots, 6 on target for us. It looks like we are starting to turn it on just before half-time. It is half-time, and apparently Valentin Candice has struggled to perform. He hasn't. He's missed a penalty. That's all that's happened. I'm normally one who will sub players who miss penalties. I'm going to keep him on. We are going to bring off, I don't know why it's done that, we're going to bring off Nassim Senachi for I have no attacking midfielders on the bench because we're only allowed 5 subs. Great. We're not going to do any subs at half-time. Throw on for Avranches. Dabo. Back to the tron taker. It's cleared by Brunel, but only as far as Boateng, whose effort is over the bar. Maravel with the goal kick from that Boateng effort. Torre, one of our goal scorers. Forward to Traore, not to be confused with Torre. Silla now runs forward down the right-hand side. Is he going to keep going? Crosses in. It's cleared, only as far as Senachi. Senachi with the ball, gets tackled by Dabo. Dabo now forward. Abaya on the halfway line, plays it all the way across to Bonenfant. There are some very confusing names in the French league. Bonenfant crosses in, and Dai is there. Mamadou and Dai with a great finish. It was all from the cross from Remy Bonenfant by the looks of it. It is 2-1. Avranches definitely still in this game. That Bonenfant guy, I might have a look at and see if he's any good. Because at this level of football, I feel like grabbing players from other teams in and around us might be a possibility to strengthen us. 72 minutes on the clock. Candice is going to be coming off for Idrissa Ba. We're also going to bring off Brunel for Valentin Voisin, and we're going to swap you two over. Think that's probably the best plan we've got. 15 minutes left to play. Maravel with a goal kick. Final 10 minutes of the match. Basin controls it. It's probably not pronounced Basin, is it? Booth with the ball upfield is going to hopefully... No, it's not been hopefully headed down at all. And Die now into the area. Gets tackled. Still keeps the ball. It's a penalty. In the 81st minute, Avranches have a chance to get back on level terms. Come on, Axel. Come on, Axel. Claude Puel's son goes for goal, puts it in the back of the net. I have no idea if it's Claude Puel's son. It is Paulin Puel with the equaliser. That is harsh. That is very harsh. I think we were the better side for the majority of the first and probably second half, and we've thrown it away right at the end. 3 minutes of injury time has disappeared, and it looks like it is going to end 2-2 in our opening game. As the Dunkerque manager, the whistle goes, and that is the full-time score. I think it was a bit unlucky. I think that was unlucky. Candice obviously missing the penalty really did not help. I think second half, Avranches actually must have got a rocket from their manager because they came out a lot better in the second half. Bradley Danger is an amazing name, and I'm surprised he's French. Remy Bonenfant isn't actually that good. He's alright, he's probably as good as our right back at the moment, but I was expecting him to be like world class compared to the rest of our team. So after the first match then of the season, we are down in 8th place. It doesn't really matter too much about what the league looks like at the moment. If we look at the season's predictions, if I can click on it, we are expected to finish 12th, which I've said previously that I want to get sort of here, maybe 7th. Maybe we aim for 7th. I don't think we're going to be going up this season just yet. Right, we are going to end the first episode there. From going forward, from now on, the way the episodes are going to work is we are going to do a sandwich. So we are going to do, the next episode will begin with the very next match. It'll be up against PAU, maybe, and then it'll be another team somewhere down here. So you won't miss a single thing of what happens. Anything that happens in between here, you'll get informed in that episode. You won't need to wait until the next episode, if that makes sense. Thank you very much for watching this first episode of USL Dunkerque in the French 3rd Division. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back tomorrow with the next episode, which will be definitely against Powell, and hopefully we can pick up our first victory of the season.